Hello EDUSPLORER, thanks for joining us again and welcome back to another informative video on our YouTube channel. On today's episode, we are looking at the 10 top countries for you to raise a family. We are looking at those particular countries for different reasons. Moving abroad could be terrifying for certain reasons for most people, leaving behind their good surroundings and friends and families, their neighbors and also the particular areas that they've been used to over the years. Of course, changing those particular destinations could also bring some positive aspect and may shape your perspective with regards to other societies. Some will say that traveling is education. In this episode, we have put together 10 top countries which, in terms of social benefits, safety and nature, social tolerance and quality of education and lifestyle, health services and also childcare, and more importantly, the quality of life. So without any more delay, we should just go straight into it. Number 1 is Sweden. Sweden has been known to have a strong social policy and it's ranked one of the first in childcare and overall cost of child in different areas of importance. It is considered the best country to raise children as based on statistics. Parents are entitled to just over 480 paid parental leaves. 60 of those particular days were reserved for fathers, which is extraordinary. The government also provides a monthly allowance to parents per child and gives adults the right to reduce their working hours until their children turn 8. Health and also different aspects in terms of the colleges and also education are free, and its people boast one of the longest life expectancy in the world. Number 2. Denmark. The parental leave system in Denmark is rated as among the most generous and flexible within the European Union. Both mothers and fathers are entitled to 23 weeks of parental leaves, and mothers are entitled to 4 weeks of maternity leave before the expected due date. So to point out, Denmark employs a universal health care system in which citizens receive mostly free medical care. Higher education is also free in Denmark. If you are new to this channel, we will encourage you to subscribe and share our videos to your different network. Moving ahead, the next on our assessment is Australia. Moving to Australia will get you to one of those countries considered among the best suited for raising children. Australia has been known to pay attention in terms of the great attention to health, integration and also overall quality of life. Australia offers financial support for up to 18 weeks to help eligible parents take time off from work and to care for their newborn or recently adopted children, depending on the situation. Australia has a high rate of participation in sponsoring and also activities and boosting the comparatively high life expectancy for both families, both females, so the point out, and males. Australia remains particularly concerned about environmental issues. According to surveys that are being set out, the country has been known to be one of the most interesting places to raise a family. Number 4, the Netherlands. The Netherlands have a good environment for growth. There is especially so much education and also child quality, where Netherlands is ranked very high in terms of the calendar. Every month is entitled to maternity nurse. After pregnancy, want to give birth, as we're talking about the mothers of children here, they are entitled to a nurse that takes care and also support them through the whole process. With part of all these costs covered by insurance, the Netherlands boasts a tolerant society with liberal approach to many social issues, and they are known to be one of the most liberal countries around the world. Number 5, Austria. The Austrian social system ensures a lot of support for parents. Working parents can swap staying at home for a full paid 2-year parental leave. Additionally, all families receive what is called a kindergeld there, a monthly stipend for children expenses until the child turns 18. The kindergarten there, like many private learning institutions, is subsidized by the government. In Austria, the country's many international schools, attended mainly by children of diplomats, also makes it easier for experts to adjust to a familiar lifestyle by looking at the different ways that they would have missed in the different societies you're coming from. Older children attend accredited schools that are within European Union. You will say that those different languages could be in English, French, and American schools also are there, and you do have German schools and different cultures that may interact to blend within the society in Austria. The next on our assessment is New Zealand. If you are new to this channel, we would encourage you to subscribe and share our videos to your different network. Moving to New Zealand to raise family means that you are going to one of the best places to raise children. The country focuses on raising healthy children and effectively but not only competitive education system. It's believed to give children a more well-rounded upbringing. Experts who relocate to this country, or for those of you who plan to move to New Zealand, will, for example, the amount of time mostly opt for primary school. Although public schools can be a good way for experts or people who move there to get settled, children going to the local public schools tend to have local friends and also get to interact and build their own awareness to the society. New Zealand is one mostly ranked to the top countries in matters of health, integration, and overall quality of life. The next on our assessment is Canada. If you are moving to Canada, it will be a fun experience for your family as well, especially the kids. When it comes to schooling and also integrating into the new social environment, children won't be treated differently based on those particular criteria. Canada ranks as among the most tolerant and polite people around based on their different cultural society. Canada has a high standard of living. Employees who worked at places covered by the Canadian Labour Code are entitled to up to just over 17 weeks of maternity leave. There is also care for newborn and newly adopted children and entitled to parental leave, which could be just over 37 weeks. Moving ahead, the eighth country on our assessment is Switzerland. Switzerland is a country consistently get higher marks for safety as well, education and healthy lifestyle. Young children are pressured to perform, and the Swiss education system gets high mark on a global scale. While many experts choose to send children to a highly ranked international school, others opt for public schools. Which comes to school quality, Switzerland is ranked 6th in the world in terms of particular quality in education, looking at those different ranks. So for families who are moving to these particular areas, they won't have that major challenge. The next on our assessment is Germany. Germany does not only rank high, it's a great educational system that the country has, but Germany pays great attention to childcare, in which they are ranked 3rd in the world. If you assess that, the quality of life in Germany is very high, and when it comes to being the overall best country for export, which has been voted a couple of times, Germany is strong among the top 10 countries. German open market capitalization system also carries certain social service guarantee, reflections in schools and child quality, the overall cost of child quality and life expectancy, and the quality of life reflects on the German society social system. The last but not the least on our assessment today is Singapore. Based on research, according to HSBC Review, you find that Singapore is the best country for experts and a place that takes a good care of its residents. For children education, Singapore is an excellent destination. According to a survey, Singapore has the best educations in the world. However, it is very expensive, so to point out. There's also child infant care subsidies available to help parents who defray for some cost of children, and fees are to ensure affordability and access to child care services. Based on the safety point of view, Singapore is an extremely safe place to live. It is also low crime rates and also zero tolerance policy when it comes to issues of drugs, medical things like narcotics, or so to point out generally in drugs. This is all what we got for you with regards to the top countries in the world to raise a family. Hopefully, for those of you who plan to travel to those different nations around the world to assess, we point out that these top countries will provide you different criteria which we've laid out, which will be in terms of the quality of life, also looking at the education system, the social benefit systems as well, the nature, the social tolerance and healthcare services, and also child services, which are some of the top things that people will put into consideration. Hopefully you were able to inform you with regards to this episode. We are looking forward to meeting you again in our next video. If you feel that we were spot on, we would like to hear from you in the comment section. If you feel there's a particular country that you feel you would like to relocate with your family, we would like to hear from you. Of course, there are different countries around the world, it could be within the African continent and different places, but in this episode, we've laid down the top 10 that are leading the list for the best countries to raise a family. For now, thanks very much for watching. We are looking forward to meeting you in our next episode. Have a good day. Bye-bye.